Hotep family, welcome back to my channel, Becoming with MnNefer Ma'at, where we talk about African history, African spirituality, and all things that allow us to discover the spirit. Peace, y'all. MnNefer Ma'at here. Today I wanted to drop a fun fact about the term philosophy. Philosophy. What does the term philosophy mean to you? Well, philosophy is actually a Greek term that is broken down into two separate words. We have philo and Sophie. Philo is the Greek term for love, and Sophie is a derivative of the term Sophia, which means wisdom. Now you're wondering, okay, well, why is Ma'at talking about the term philosophy? Why is she talking about Greek culture right now, or Greek terms, So the ancient Greeks actually studied under the ancient African priests or scientists of ancient Kemet. They traveled to the land of Kemet. They saw how rich and prosperous the land was, the structures that they had, the monuments that they had built, and just, how the people carried themselves. And they were interested in that. So they went to go and seek this knowledge. Now, of course, our ancient African ancestors, we lived in Ma'at. So we were open to sharing our knowledge and wisdom with those who sought out for it, those who were looking for light. However, we didn't share everything with them because we know that some things were just destined for us. So the ancient Greeks studied under these ancient African priests, and once they grasped a decent amount of information, and they moved back on and they went back to their land in Greece, they compiled this information into the term called philosophy. So I found that to be interesting because we use that term in modern day. One, it's a Greek term, we use that in modern day, and we use that to title ourselves as researchers, or those, who are seeking this, taboo of knowledge, or just the way of life. A lot of the concepts that we have come up with have come from philosophy. Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, when all of these individuals got this information from ancient Africa, more specifically from Kemet, which is presently known as Egypt today. So this information comes from our scholar, who is now an ancestor, George G.M. James. I'll drop a picture of the book right here. And he wrote a book called Stolen Legacy, where he goes deeply into this information about how, a lot of this Greek philosophy, or so-called Greek philosophy, was truly ancient African deep thought, is what we like to call it. So if you're interested, look into it. Do some information, do some research, become a philosopher, which is truly a lover of the wisdom from ancient Kemet. And just a second fun fact, my birth name is actually Sophia. And growing up, I always knew that it was Greek for wisdom. I knew that it was Greek for wisdom, but never put the two together in just thinking like, okay, well, Greek, I look like I am of African descent. I have melanated skin. Never put those two together, that culturally, that was a little separated from who I truly was. However, as coming in to being and waking up, and my consciousness, evolving, I'm like, wow, then our names truly are the essence of our energy. And I have learned that with studying ancient Africa and, ancient African spirituality, which I have been studying more specifically from Kemet. We learn that when, someone is given a name, or when someone is asked their name, they're truly asking, what is the utterance of your energy? What is your energy? That is your name. Which is why our name can be, broken down into numerology, which is the study of numbers and how each number has a different frequency and how that frequency can tap into who we are on different levels, our soul urge, our expression, our personality, our life path, our mission, and our purpose. So your name is truly, your birth name can be truly powerful and dynamic. So think about that when knowing what your name is and who you are, and think about that if you are ever, in an opportunity or in a position to give someone a name. So I manifest that this has found you well. I manifest that you were able to receive something from this. And if you have any other questions, feel free to drop a comment below. I am always open. I love questions. Please, let's explore, let's expand, let's evolve. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Peace. Dua, thank you for tuning into my channel, and I manifest that I will see you here again soon. Shem Em Hotep Uncle.